can warn me all you like. I'm still going to say terrible things.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Penis.
He said the word.
Huh.
I'm going to say something even worse if you carry on.
Do it.
Donald Trump.
Whoa!
All right, let's go.
All right, it's time to fight.
Urethra.
Dinosaurs.
Just remember,
Oh.
it's an 18+ stream.
That is correct. Shall I begin with the recap? As
Do it.
always. Last session began with the party approaching a mysterious hole that appeared during their travel and trying to figure out the best way to descend after Poppyseed lit a stone and dropped it in. The stone plummeted down approximately a mile deep. The decision to jump into the hole with the assistance of the spell Featherfall to land safely at the bottom. While everyone's... Nope, I skipped the line. Here we go. While sniffing around, Kari smelt a whole new world of smells she wasn't accustomed to, but the rushing sound of water caught everyone's attention. Heading in that direction, down a tunnel, the ground gave way under Kari as she barely managed to catch herself from falling into an unknown chasm. While on Poppyseed, Tavish looked into the hole and spotted something that could be akin to a dragon flying in a massive open area underground. Trying to tippy hoof around the hole, the ground gave way much quicker under Poppyseed's weight as he and Tavish plummeted into the abyss. However, the day was saved once again as Poppyseed cast Featherfall to slow their descent. I should say that the last session's spell of the day was Featherfall. Experience the enchanting grace of Featherfall. Our magical spell guarantees a gentle descent from any height, ensuring you land softly and safely. Say goodbye to gravity's grip. Choose Featherfall for a magical landing every time. There was a flying reptile that started beelining for Poppyseed and Tavish, but with a well-timed fuck right off by Tavish, the flying reptile became confused and stopped its chase. The others jumped in to follow Poppyseed and Tavish, with Gar casting Featherfall this time for another safe descent. With the party reunited, Gar enticed a Macroraptor with some food, and it became docile for the time being. Poppyseed began a record of the area's flora and fauna while the party was discovered by a family of Triceratops. Being assumed as babies, and after a conversation with Tavish, the Triceratops family allowed the party to follow them to the watering hole. As time went on and a need to rest became apparent, the Triceratops herd settled down for the night. However, large carnivores circled the Triceratops herd, looking to strike. The party sprang into action with a few warning shots. When the large carnivores did not back off, battle commenced. And we left off at the top of a new round with Gaddradison about to take his next shot. And that is where we begin.
Yes, indeed. That looks pretty damn shit. The mom and the baby, they've both taken a couple hits, but y'all have been pretty much wailing on the dad.
Which one did you say was the most hurt?
What was that?
Which one did you say was the most hurt?
The dad.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use some Deadeye. And then some Sharpshooter. And I'm gonna blast him. Does a 19 hit?
It does indeed.
Well, that is going to be 20 points of damage on the first one. I'll do it again. And that's the same roll. And that'll be 18 points of damage on the second attack. And I'm out of my points, so it's just going to be a regular sharpshooter attack. It's an 18 hit.
Yes.
And that'll be 19 points of damage. And that's all I can do.
How you want to do this? You didn't have-
between the eyes. That means I get a grit point back.
I love Deadeye.
Alrighty. With the dad gone down. And that was everything, I think, from you, Gaddradison?
Yeah, that's all I can do. Kaplow.
Kari, you are next.
Okay, and she's up against the small one.
Yes, you were still near baby because you
Yeah.
had
How far away was he? Do you remember? I think he was within range.
somewhere around within like 15 feet.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
That is her.
All hail the mighty old.
So she is going to go slash at him. So that's gonna be how many? 2 attacks I think she has. Yeah, so she's gonna slash at him twice.
Man, this has gotta be better. If it's not, I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah. 2.
Okay. It's the reality, so yeah. Look, nerd power.
One is a nat 20.
Alright.
Oh, it's allowed.
So with her claws, regular unarmed strike, it was what with yours? D4?
Don't you have a special one because of your claws, though? Aren't your
Yeah, they now
claws like...
deal because that the reason I was asking is because she does an extra 2d6. So I don't know if that was adding on to that or no, or if it's just 2d6.
She just said, no.
To the base.
Jinx, 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 double jinx, jinx.
It adds to the base.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so you got your D4 and then your D6.
4. So she does the d4 and then the 2d6. That's already 16 to the poor thing. And then, yeah. And then I need to do another d4. That's 2,
Bro, was that?
another 2d6. That's another 10 damage to it. And then so
I thought there was a chicken nugget in my fries.
I don't think that does it. That is a unarmed strike so low. That's a 10. So that I doubt a 10 hits.
Oh, for your second, the 10 does not.
Yeah. And then, is for now that will be. Oh, she can do a predatory strike as a bonus action. Let me see that. That is a 21.
That one does hit.
And that's a d6 plus 4. That's a 3d6 with the next 2. 5. That's 11. 11 points of damage to them. And that would be the end of her turn.
Okie dokie. I'm just mathing here. Too dang hot. But it is its turn. And it's going to retaliate. Because it don't like that you did that. You gave it a boo-boo. How dare you? Do. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
You getting heckin' chomped. That's
How
not
dare.
the right dice. There's the right one. 19 piercing damage.
Ow. 9. Okay.
But that is all it do. Gar, you are next.
Okay, so we've got Dad down. Then was the mama or the baby looking more injured?
Currently, the baby is now the one that's not looking too hot.
Oh boy, infant side.
God damn it.
You know, that's on par. It's on par with this group.
Well, the wise man
Anything.
once said, got a blast. And I will. I will use a Deadeye shot, and I would like to use Sharpshooter, and I'm gonna take a shot at it. Where is my cow? There he is. Ooh, that's not great. So it's minus. Oh wait, but I have advantage from Deadeye. Okay, that's better. I don't think a 15 hits though.
Wait, that is a fact?
No, it does not. It's just a wee bit too low.
Yeah. I got nothing for the moment. I don't have an extra attack yet.
You don't?
No. I multiclassed.
Oh!
Started multiclassed.
I forgot you multi-classed.
I always do.
I know you always do. I just forgot you had already done it.
Valid point. But I am done.
Any bonus actiony things?
I got nothing at the moment.
Who is next? That would be Tavish is next. What do you want to do, Froggy?
Tavish is gonna cast Speak with Animals. And he's gonna kind of just cup his hands around his mouth and shout, "If you value your lives, flee, go away, run!" Kind of shouts at him.
No, let's make a roll.
Oh boy. Everything. He's just shouting.
Oh snap! The baby got a nat 20 for understanding. Kari, you have an attack of opportunity if you want to take it. The baby's fucking booking it.
Fuck it, she's taking it.
Tavish is staring her down.
You had the answer.
Why? Shit!
He's giving her the stink eye.
Can she do like fine, she'll be nice. She won't take it. But if he's giving her the stink eye, she's just gonna be like raising her arms like, what?
It's a baby. It's running away, you fucking heartless shite.
Did I do anything to it while it ran away? No.
You were I saw it in your eyes. You were trying to.
Good.
If I didn't stare you down, could you honestly tell me you weren't going to stab it as it ran away? Or
was gonna
bite
be-
it? Or claw it?
Did you see what it did to me?
Aye? It's a baby.
It's so baby. Whatever.
He gives you the stink eye again.
Whatever, I didn't touch it.
Good.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop giving me things to yell at you about. I'll devote you to Wednesday.
I'm gonna go turn you in as Beffy Jesus.
I'm going to turn you into Tuesday. Fuck you.
Nope, I am now Wednesday. You already told me.
Just got you there.
What are you two talking about?
Oh shit! Back to the fight. What about the other ones? Are they running away?
So the dad's dead. The mom was the
Oh, yeah.
one that was already running away because of the notes who done it. I just have in my notes, mom frightened via magic. Has had one round of run. So I don't know who caused that. I don't remember who caused that. So I guess if anyone has long distance things they would like to do to her, we can go like in order of shooty offy magic stuff and whatnot.
Is she within 120 foot?
Yes.
Then yes, I have something I want to do.
She's definitely in range of me.
We'll keep in the like similar order. And so Poppyseed, is there anything a long distance you want to do?
No, I'll save my spell slots.
Chou.
I'm going to use a. I wanted to get the message, but I don't want to go too rough. I'll just use a first level guiding bolt. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm going to use a second level one.
Also scary.
Take it a 16 doesn't hit.
Young alphabet.
The 16 does not hit the mommy.
Damn. Oh well.
That would hit the baby though, but that would not hit the mommy.
Oh well. That was action. Bonus action. Bonus action. Healing word on Kari.
Chiku.
Gaddradison, would you like to take pot shots?
So it's just the baby running away?
That's Kari.
Damn it.
11 HP back to you.
Oh, thank you.
It's baby and mama.
Oh, they're both running away?
Yes, they are both running away.
No, hold off. But Gad does kind of like turn to the group and just say, I think we should move. We've definitely garnered a lot of attention with all the noise we've been making.
Looks around at the herd of Triceratops around us.
What are they doing?
They are settling back down. They haven't relaxed yet, but it's more so like turn, check on the babies, look around, look at you guys. Like they're taking Kari by one of the parents is definitely getting licked. Just like kind of like a mama doing the like, oh, let me help you baby sort of vibes.
Help. Help. Help.
You think you're a baby.
Didn't you say 2 of the Triceratops were injured?
A few.
You cut You cut out.
Potato.
Potat.
Potatoed. Am I unpotatoed?
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple that are injured and a couple that are dead.
A couple that are dead.
Well, that escalated quickly.
That's
How many are dead?
Remember from their whole collision thing?
Mm.
Oh, 2.
2 are dead.
Yeah.
Food.
No. The 2 that are dead, I am going to go across because I'm assuming it's been less than a minute. And this only takes an action. I'm going to go across and cast Revivify on both of them.
You got diamonds?
All right.
I don't need diamonds. It does, however, mean that I am now on a -2 for all rolls until I've done 2 long rests.
Oh,
Each long rest reduces it by 1.
we need that
Well,
now.
snap. You have 2 non-dead. That's wrong term.
Look at that smoke.
2 alive, 2 extra alive Triceratops.
Yep.
They're only brought back on 1 HP, so I'm going to hand gesture them to stay still, call Kari across, and then I am activating. Where is it? Fucking Jesus.
I'm busy being mothered right now.
There it is. I am activating Aura of Vitality. Concentration for up to 1 minute. Until the spell ends, there's an aura centered on me, 30-foot aura centered on me. And I can use a bonus action to cause 1 creature in the aura, including me, to regain 2d6. So prioritizing Kari first for that minute until she's back up to full, and then splitting the rest of the healing between however many of the Triceratops are injured that are around me.
Sounds like a plan.
Then I'll just keep that up for the full minute.
Yeah,
So that's 10 rounds. So probably won't heal the Triceratops to full, but it'll heal them a good chunk.
don't.
They definitely look less fucky by the end of it.
Really? You are looking at the black blob.
Then I am going to go find a nice comfy spot and lay the fuck down.
Oh, there he goes.
Or he's gonna go lie down in the baby pile and just curl up in warmth.
The baby pile
Oh, it went potato.
accepts Kari as one of their own.
Chou's probably getting some really weird fucking looks off these guys. Like, they were dead and now they're back because the fuck did you do? I'm not complaining, because they're back, but
Super more.
Well, it's more like the look of the, were they just knocked out? Like, we thought they were dead.
They were sleeping.
They don't understand.
Sleepy.
They were so sleepy.
And now these particular Triceratopses have PTSD that none of the others can relate to.
yeah.
We saw the other side.
We met with death.
No, it was the other one's trying to convince him that it was just a nap.
Chou
You're
just
just like that.
Chou just started a whole new religion for Triceratops.
Yeah, actually, I could still understand them for like 10 minutes. What are they saying?
Oh, Shit, that's right.
Haha.
Um,
I speak Triceratops.
they are saying how they had the wildest dream. And that there was this giant ass like spider thing that was nice to them and talked to them and was just like vibing with them while they sat and ate some grass, and then all of a sudden they woke back up.
Dare you take him away from that?
They dropped it right into the bag. Hey, success. Task failed successfully. We're cool.
And she was like, I'm going for a long sleep. I hurt. Ow.
Good night.
Y'all.
Are we
Chou is
not
passing the
moving?
fuck out.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, yep, alright.
I'm not feeling terrible. I could sit for a watch. If we're staying here, but I still think we should probably move a little bit.
I'll give up my seat on Poppyseed if we could load him on.
Hey, Mama.
How much weight can you carry, Poppyseed?
Taste buds.
One tubby panda's worth?
I can at least carry Chou, yes.
Okay. Tavish is gonna try and like hoist him up and try to carry him over.
What's Tavish's strength?
21.
Oh yeah, my weight is 127 pounds.
Yeah, we do.
You good?
Hop to it. Alright.
Oh
God, he smells like fucking bamboo. Like, doesn't even have to poot, he just kind of radiates it. Both holes,
He's so
Both
soft.
ends. I know, it's like, it's kind of disconcerting. Anyway.
Is anyone pulling
Totally.
Kari out of the baby pile?
If no one else will, I shall crawl in there. Get out of the babies.
That sounds wrong. That sounds wrong.
See, I wasn't gonna say anything. You just had to bring it up.
Leave it to Malty.
Yeah, it's my role in life.
The sleep pile is comfy.
All he do is that
Well,
it.
have to go. Time to go.
Fine.
You lazy bum.
I'm confused. Why are we leaving the Triceratops circle?
Are you a Triceratops?
I mean, I would rather have the protection of Triceratops for at least the night.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah,
Yep.
you guys are
we're
still in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Oh shit, well.
You were
Whatever.
awakened in the middle of a long rest by this fight. Lulu, you're the one that got up here.
Does that mean we're getting a long rest, is it?
We are in
So we
the
stay in
middle.
for the rest of the rest, or
I think so.
I would
If
rather
we
stay.
get awoken, yeah. I kind of forgot that we were awoken from a rest for this, so no point in packing up camp just to move for a few hours.
yeah.
That's true.
Okay. And she buries herself back in the sleep pile.
Beautiful.
Okay, we're not leaving? Okay, bye.
I'm now down to -1.
As you all get your long resties in, You are awakened in the morning by grumbles and grunts of Triceratops speak. And some of them like nudging the babies to wake them up. Including Kari. Kari catches the nudge.
It's small. Rolls off.
Oh.
It's getting up, guys.
Tavish.
Hey?
Oh, you're up.
I mean, kind of felt odd to dig a hole last night, won't lie.
Oh, well. Tavish's sword starts sinking.
What?
Yeah.
I have a sword?
Your halberd.
Oh.
It starts singing.
And what does it sing?
It sings this.
Waking up to a brand new day. Sunrise painting skies in shades of pink and gray. Eyes wide open as the dreams fade away. So wake up, time to seize the day.
I also rolled a 18 for my performance,
I forgot
so it
you
sounds
had
pretty
recorded
good.
that. That was beautiful.
I as a person, fantastic. I love that shit. Tavish's character is staring at his halberd with the utmost of like, I just woke up and I hate this. Just disgust on his face.
It has a mouth while it's singing. It sounds exactly like Poppyseed, and after it's done, the mouth closes and it goes back to like a regular halberd.
He just holds it. He holds it out at Poppyseed like a child who is done with a toy and just goes, "Fix it."
Why?
Fuck you. That's why.
But that's your wake up call now.
I'm gonna sleep right next to you every time we go to bed.
Perfect. Then I'll know when I should wake up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm walking away. He walks away.
He wants to make sure you wake up. That's so sweet.
I'm gonna throw you into the next carnivore's mouth we see if you keep it up.
Do it.
I'm gonna make sure you get turned into some kind of giblet.
You won't do it.
I might.
He's going to help turn you into poop.
Stinky. Still won't be as stinky as your farts, though.
Hey, that's a natural defense mechanism built up over millennia. Thank you very much. It works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it killed birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an achievement or not.
Oh, wow. It was a nice snack, though. Speaking of, where are your children?
Where are our children?
One in either of Chou's pockets. I've been keeping a track.
There you go.
As the healer, and it was coming to battle, I thought it was probably safer to have them with the person who can keep them alive.
Chou has our children.
Chris is the one who would probably charge into their deaths. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, reasonable.
the truth
If
hurts.
I drop. Truth hurts.
No, but also consider shut up. Oh, hey,
God.
drink.
You know what, Kari? If you don't like it, If you don't like it, go on the internet and complain about it.
There you
Or noises.
go. Key, fucking claws on keyboards.
Clicky clacky.
It's beautiful. So, as you guys wake up and continue your travels, do you continue? I assume you continue traveling with the herd to the watering hole.
Yep. I thought that was
Um,
the plan anyway.
yeah, it was the plan. I just like making sure you guys are
You
like
remember our own
still
plan.
following the plan. I don't know.
So
Step
it's
2,
our
forget
group.
the plan.
Wait,
Exactly.
we had a plan?
What is this plan they speak of?
Yes, the plan was to go to the watering hole to find our cough cough parents cough cough.
That's a bad cough you got there, Poppyseed. Do you want me to try and heal you?
Oh dear.
I was gonna tell you to not look a gift horse in the mouth, but I feel that's like a bit insensitive.
Oh my word.
Like at least half insensitive for you.
Do you still want to ride in the saddle?
I mean, preferably on the saddle, but aye.
She's being a meanie butt. Can I ride on the saddle, please?
I have small legs.
That's a you problem.
That's an everyone problem if I can't keep up. Because then you have to slow down.
Well, Poppyseed does. I don't have to.
When?
Well, the herd begins moving off, whether or not you guys follow.
Mm-hmm.
They begin to travel. And as they do, you end up going through into and through more jungle. But eventually the jungle opens up to this larger area where you can see this beautiful crystal clear waters of a quite like expansive lake. You do notice as you're looking around some details, though a perception check will tell me in this new area. So how about I get a roll from all y'all?
21.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Let me pick at his nose.
17.
I got a 10.
Got a nat 1.
How did the Haunts beat all of you?
I got a 21. Fuck you. You beat me.
Oh, wait, sorry, to lie. I'm on a -1, so I got a 9.
Oh, Jesus. Man, we did great.
Oh my gosh. So, Kari, you're too busy playing with the babies and begins
exactly what-
splashing around with them at the edge of the water. Those of you who got over a 15 notice that towards the left side across the lake, so not like perfectly across. But if you were to go like diagonally across in the left direction, you can see temples. They are a little bit hidden by the trees, and they very much so have like vines and grass, not grass, vines and plants growing on them, so it does blend in pretty well. Like it just looks like it should naturally be there, sort of vibes. Until you realize, oh wait, people of some sort would have had to build that. Another thing that is noticed would be this is definitely a watering hole where everyone gets along. This is a place where there are almost like unspoken rules coming in for drinks, and no one's fighting, no one's attacking. It is a almost unspoken rule of nature. You come to get a drink, it's safe here. You're not sure why that is held up so well. You would think, anywhere, if you see something that looks good and you're strong enough, why not, take it out? But for some reason, it's nothing's fighting. I mean, there are the babies play wrestling of different variations of dino babies around. But there's no actual like dino wars, if you will. But yeah, that is what is noticed. What y'all want to do?
Poppyseed will point out the temples to those that haven't seen them yet.
Looking, I mean, I don't know if we're close enough to see anything or not. Is there any kind of religious iconography that can be seen from here at all?
You're definitely not close enough.
Well, I think it's safe to say that dinosaurs did well. These dinosaurs didn't build them. Who knows what else is down here?
Some form of civilization.
Should go check it out to see if it's another god. As she's still splashing.
Well, the last one was found underneath a temple, so why not?
Yeah. That's an idea. I mean, looking at where the temples are, can we judge roughly how far away they are, Croven?
Can you? It broke up a little bit. Can you judge what?
How far the temples are away from us.
I mean, you can. Oh God, Lulu! I just caught the cat. You can tell, like, it'll take probably like an hour, hour and a half. You walking around the lake to get to the portion, like the side that has the temples, the temple that you're spotting.
Well, it's going to take us, an hour or so to get there. Should we refill our water bottles and stuff like that, and then make a move?
Yeah.
Or do you lot want to look around here more, or what?
I'm good either way.
Read up first, Tom.
I think we should head out, especially if it's maybe one of the gods we're looking for.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
And away
All
we
right.
go.
So y'all end up walking around, taking perusing, and as you get closer, those of you who do wish to try and like look around and figure out more as you're getting closer, make me those perception checks.
Can I do a perception? See if there's anything else like nearby.
I got a 16.
I got a 22.
I got a mod 20.
Do you promise?
I got a rock. Mom,
I was about to say
Mom
that.
there.
24.
Did I? Kari, did you say I got a rock?
Yep. It's because I was gonna ask if I could do a perception to see if there's anything else around that we
Oh,
don't particularly see.
yes.
But yes, I did say I got a rock.
You can do a sniffception as well.
The sniffception is a 24.
Alright. As you guys get closer, for one thing, the individuals that got those 20s and above, you realize that there lies tracks around, footprints, if you will. They are more similar to Kari's than anyone else's. Though no, not exactly the same.
So excited that she's gonna be like, look it.
Other and there are some other tracks that look like a worn down like indent going off in different directions. On the temple itself, as you guys get closer. There are different etchings of snake-like individuals, as well as lizard folk or dino folk like individuals depicted. Some of the like outer carvings. Kari, you would be able to tell that sniffception wise, that it's been a while since anyone's that you're smelling are like older smells, not super old, but like, yeah, maybe it's been a few days since someone's been through this entrance. But definitely that people have.
Yeah, she's gonna relay that. Like, there's been somebody here like a few days ago. Fresh, but maybe like week.
So we're not alone here then.
Even less than before.
The footprints, it looks like there's kind of like me. I don't know.
What, small?
You're shorter than me, remember?
You're also small. I am also small. We're both small.
Pose wise, dork. Look at. She points at the footprints. Kind of like mine.
Both alike in smallitude.
Yeah. So, been here 3 days. Look like maybe like lizards or dinosaurs or something.
Do they look like Kari's footprints at all?
Oh my god.
Did you say? I can't remember.
Definitely similar.
Cousins of yours?
Say that as if I would know relatives down here.
Long
That's
lost
why
cousins, perhaps.
Now we're looking around the temple. Now, can I see any kind of any clues to who this is to?
Yeah. So around the outside were the etchings of the snake
Your potato.
esque and lizard-esque individuals. Potato.
Okay, there we go. Snake-esque and lizard-esque, yeah, individuals. Can I try a religion roll, see if I know anything?
You can make a religion check to see if there's anything else like in there with that. If you would like.
No.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, Poppyseed is also looking at the things, probably making sketches in this book of the things.
I don't
Book
think a
of the
9's going to
bookies.
cut it. I don't think a 9's
Nope.
going to cut it somehow.
Would I be able to make a history check?
Sure.
12.
Um.
I rolled very low.
Yeah, you're not really. It's more like a thought process than a I've read this sort of thing. It's more like that are similar to these things. The must be like ancient relatives or something along those lines, sort of vibes. Like logical conclusion, sort of
Large conclusion, something's
vibes.
evolved down here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Have a similar ancestor. You're gonna what?
I was gonna try too to see if she knew anything about it.
Did you get another one?
No, I got a nat 20 for a 22.
All right, hold on. 2 seconds.
Oh.
You. To the rest of the group, it looks like Kari just freezes for a moment. Like, absolutely. Successes of your mind. The gears are going. Like it's like that meme of the lady thinking with all the math around her. Sort of vibes. And then you land on a story that everyone considered her their like great grandma. Sort of vibes until she had like passed away, though no one really knew who she was actually related to anymore. So like to the best of your knowledge, it was just like great grandma. And you remember a story of a people parting ways. That where some ancestors seeked the comforts of below, others sought the land of the skies above, or some more poetic version of that. And that's what pops to your mind at this.
Stories. She is going well. She's gonna tell the group about it. Like when I was growing up, there's this lady who saw their great. Yeah, she's putting like 10 greats behind this. Grandma.
Reasonable.
And and we don't even know who she was related to be honest. We just call her that. And then she told us the story about some that went underground and then some went up there And then I thought it was just a story, but yep.
Mm. I wasn't far wrong when I said long lost family of yours.
Crazy. Okay, I want to see what's more, but I don't know if it's trapped.
What would be trapped?
Try to go in the temple.
I mean, like I said before, the last god that we found was underneath the last temple.
Mm-hmm.
Only one way to find out.
We need to find our way down then.
You first, Tavish.
Okay. Starts climbing down. Up and down a wall.
No, is it? No. I swear to God, that frog's going to get a fireball up his fucking
Wait.
cloaca.
Just up and down a wall on the outside?
Yeah. Till we find a way down, he found a way down.
I mean, there's like an entrance that you guys can see.
Yeah.
She sees Tavish. Where are you going? The door's right here.
Told me to find a way down. We have to go inside first. Found a way down, though.
I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to put a fireball in cloaca.
You stay away from my cloaca. Turns to Kari. The fuck is a cloaca?
Ah.
I'm so glad I did actually hear that right. I thought Discord shat itself, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to be putting together here? And then I heard Tavish repeat it, and I'm like, oh no, I heard that right.
Poppyseed's just face palming.
You'll learn when you get older.
Multi-purpose orifice?
I don't remember if Kari's older than Tavish or not. So he's just gonna go push the doors open.
Pet his head with feathers.
So what? You were in the fucking baby. Fuck you. Open the door. Fine. Nah. Just wanders off. I'm being bullied every step of the way here.
It's not.
Me too.
It's not bullying. It's character building.
I have enough character for everyone.
As you push the door in, there is a waft of incense that just blasts you.
Oh, fuck.
Are you innocent on that one?
Kari, you were right about traps.
Incense.
It's stinky.
Like I said, I'm innocent on that one. It's not my fault this time.
You want me to take the lead?
I'll go in that time, Tim. That's fine. I mean, you're a relative, so you go first. Say hi.
She is going to look around before she thinks of stepping inside. They may be relatives, quote unquote, with their feathers. But it doesn't mean they know me.
True.
I mean, you look close enough. More than the rest of us.
As you look in, there. At first, it's just a long hallway that does. Once you get further down, you can see that it widens up a little bit, and spears and javelins, neatly like leaning against the wall. there is a bench. Once you like get a little further down, you can see that the bench itself is in front of this area that has multiple like clay pots. That's the term I was looking for. Multiple larger clay pots and a basin. You can tell it looks like as well as like a few towels on a shelf and you tell like looking in the hamper if you so choose to look at it, but I assume someone's gonna look through it. It's people washing their hands and feet. Like you see kind of like footprints and handprints sort of vibes of individuals who have cleaned their feetsies and whatnot. Before like going further sort of vibes.
We need to be polite. And clean your stinky toes, Tavish. Are we even wearing shoes?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm
we
hardly
need to.
wearing clothes. Waggles his loincloth.
Not that I needed to know, but okay.
Show.
Wait.
Pardon?
Does Kari wash her feetsies too?
Yes, she's washing her feet and her hands.
Yeah.
She's
I'll
going to be
follow suit.
respectful.
Tavish will do the same.
I will prestidigitate myself clean.
I will do the same, I guess.
Okay.
Get clean toes.
I think the only one who has shoes is the Hans.
Hunt's shoes.
Horseshoes.
And they're built in. I made them myself.
But did you shoe yourself?
Who says I'm wearing horseshoes?
He's got a pair of actual boots on.
Horse high heels.
It's just the hooves. Don't got metal on me.
Well, that's why instead of clip clop, we have click click click. Thank you. Anyways,
Singular finger for a total of 4.
He just keeps them well taken care of.
Yep.
She is going to go down the hallway slowly, listening, and if the incense isn't overpowering, she's gonna be sniffing.
You know, it's not overpowering. It's just definitely there.
Yeah, it's prominent.
Yeah. As you go down further, you notice that the hallway it comes to a T, and as you kind of what I assume is peek down
Yeah.
each side, you do at that point see people. They are you. What is the sneak level of y'all?
I'm at
Or is it-
disadvantage.
Kari is doing the sneaking as best as she can with what is given to her.
I'm
Oh,
a
Hans.
Hans.
There's clip clopping happening.
There's clanking happening as well.
There's some splat. happening as well.
Well, I'll get Kari. You get the pre-option to peek and to sneak a peek.
Peeping
Okay.
And see what
Tom.
the individuals look like before the rest of everyone else
Yeah.
does things.
Yeah, she's gonna sneaky peeky.
Sneaky peeky.
Sneaky peeky.
So roll how sneaky your peeky is.
Ouch.
Why you gotta say it like that, yo?
What's that to say?
Killing multi over there.
Sneaky, you're peaky.
Giggity.
Sneaky's your peaky.
That's a 26.
Nice. As you sneak a peek and look both directions, Zulu sweep it. Jesus, stop being an idiot for 2 seconds, please.
No,
Yeah, Tavish.
I refuse.
Didn't know my cat sounded like Tavish.
Your cat's Scottish now. Lulu.
It's just in Lulu is Scottish. Kari, you notice on each side there are 2 guards. One is definitely a Naga or Yanti, but more of the long ass snake body variation, not the more humanoid variation. I think those ones are technically called the Yanti abominations,
Yes.
if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
As well as some very dino-looking humanoid individuals, like Lizardfolk, but dinosaurs versions.
Like Kari.
Oh my god, it's my family.
The Saurians.
And they are definitely alert and looking towards the direction that you guys would arrive from. But they didn't notice your peeking, Kari. So do what you wish with that.
Yeah, if they're coming over and they're being that loud. God damn it! You really just whisper yelling at them.
It's a wee bit stinky here, don't you think?
She is face palming into her feathers like fucking hell.
Oh shit, sorry. Alright, stealth. Fuck.
As I mentioned of stealth, I'm just going to look down at my scale my armor and be like, yes, stealth.
What? Like a mouse?
Like a mouse.
It's a big mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Squeak.
Squeak.
Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking.
I mean, that'd be good. That's enough food for like 3 days.
There's not that much meat on you.
And you.
No, I'm not going to say it.
No, it's probably poisoned with all the bamboo, though. Never mind. Anyway.
Toxic.
Hey, I beat Tavish in a fight. I could beat you.
I had to clean up your mess. That wasn't a fair fight. I walk around too.
That's how we're fighting about this. There's people right there.
How about this? Next time we have a chance, I can referee.
Kari peek again to see what's going on, and if it catches me. Kari peeking.
Does anyone? Hold on. I need to double check my languages real quick.
But
Yeah, apparently my Discord closed. Or not Discord.
Oh.
D&D Beyond.
Oh. How rude.
No character sheet allowed.
revoked.
Memorize it.
How many of you know Draconic?
Nah.
Nope.
Nope.
Hang on. I do.
Hey.
I knew at least Kari did. For some reason, I thought you did, Tavish, but I guess not.
I know Primordial.
Same.
Oh.
Hey.
Well, in Draconic, which Kari understands. So Kari, you hear called out, who goes there?
I know it as well.
I thought there was one of you, another one of you that did.
Combo.
Without thinking twice, she goes, a bunch of idiots. Anyways.
There's definitely a chuckle, and it like a stifled chuckle. One of those chuckles that stopped by an elbow.
Yeah. So she's gonna slowly come out.
So no more stealth?
Well, she
Yeah, I mean, you could
responded to
step out.
something.
Jeez, Kari. Why'd you have to go and give away a stealth like that?
Good kill.
Shouting at people. Gosh.
Kari. Immediately, one of them goes, "You don't look like a sister I've ever seen." What is your temple?
She is just looking at them in confusion. I don't know why my mind went to it, but I know Spico Draconico. Anyways,
You're one of two that do.
she goes, I'm not from here, actually. We kind of, my friends and I, we came from where this, how did great grandmother say it? From where the sky is? That's where me and my friends are from.
Where? The sky? What is this? Do the rest of you step out into view, or are you still just in the hall talking at Kari?
Oh, Tavish is stepping out.
I got no idea what Kari is saying to them, so no, I'm not stepping out
That is
yet.
very true.
Mm-hmm. I'm staying back just in case.
Oh, same.
They when Tavish steps out, one of the others goes, Oh, you have a froglet with you.
I mean, he acts like one for sure.
Tavish just waves at them.
Yeah, just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Kari, what are they saying?
You're a froglet.
The fuck does that mean?
I think that means you are a baby.
I hate this. I'm big for my people. I'm above average. This is bullshit.
You're above average.
I am. The tallest of my siblings.
They like I still kind of confused. Like, the sky. Are you from the Temple of the Air? The Temple of the Birds?
I'm from a temple. How do I explain this? We fell down. Well, they fell, but we went down a hole, and we ended up here. Up to almost, I guess you could say, a new world. We're not from this. We're not from this world.
Travelers from the outside ground that are lost.
I don't remember how she would call them. Do I remember how she would call them?
This would be more so. This isn't what she would call them scenario. This is more of a, oh, other people must have, dug underground or like gotten underground and found their way here before sort of vibes.
This isn't. How do I explain this? Guess you could say that it's lost. We're definitely lost. And we just found this temple not too long ago. We were at the watering hole. And my friends found this place. And I remember where I come from, my great grandmother, the one we knew as my great grandmother, told me about something similar. Kind of recounts it to them as well.
So why don't we have you come inside? There are rules, a fair warning. This is a sanctuary. There will be no fighting tolerated. This is a place of, gathering, of trading, of rest as well. We have a few people will hear that watch over the books and scrolls that might be able to help you better.
As they're saying this, Kari is translating for the group.
Chou's just like, okay. To Kari, even though he can understand him, he's just not letting on. Play dumb.
Poppyseed's eyes light up when books and scrolls are mentioned.
You nerd. She is going to mention, though, I do have a friend that, if given permission, he would like to look through the books and scrolls if he's allowed.
He do. There's a bit of a nod in the response of he would have to get on Naza's good side. She doesn't like to share to strangers.
Okay. So you just so there's no surprises, and she's gonna like gesture for the rest of the group, like, come over here.
Oh, right. Clip, clap, clip, clap, clip.
Move forward to Kari's instruction.
This is just so you know that these are my companions.
There's an immediate look of confusion as one of the four guards blurts out, "What sort of cursed magics have they got?"
I don't even know.
Oh man, Croven went potato.
Yep.
I heard what kind of cursed magics, and then that was it.
I don't know. What kind of cursed magics have they gotten into? Where are their scales?
Oh. This is the folk that are up there. It's actually kind of strange to see people like me up there.
To be fair, Poppyseed is looking a little bit rocky.
Chou's just furry.
He's fuzzy.
That is.
Probably the only ones who fit in really are Kari and the two Tortles.
And Tavish.
Tavish.
And Tavish.
Froglet.
Yeah.
Call the froglet. We'll find out why eventually.
Aw,
Took offense to it.
Our little froglet.
Did others hear that? Does he have to suffer?
Chou heard it.
Oh, fuck.
Chou understands them. He's just not letting on.
Well, Kari also said it to Tavish out loud.
Yeah, true.
Bastards.
With the group scene, they give a nod and go, as long as they understand, the area you will first walk into is the area of trade, as well as places to gather for food and games. After that is hallways for guests. If the cloth is down, it is a room that is taken. If the cloth is pulled to the side, it is a room that is available.
Okay. Kari is translating as a.
There is a great dining hall where people can eat, drink, and be merry to their delight. At breakfast, lunch, and dinner is where you will more so find those who more so run things, those who keep things in order. And with that, he opens the doors, and it is just it's a cacophony of sounds. There, you do notice there are some other languages. You do among the Draconic, you do hear some primordial. You also hear again, it's like a different dialect of common, if you will, but again, like a difference of like Scottish English to Texan English, like sort of vibes. There it's a lot of individual with scales. Say that much. For the temperature of the place with how many people are there, it is a bit on the warm side. And there's not a lot of clothes. Most of these individuals, it's more on the loincloth and jewelry sort of vibes.
I'm at home.
Chou feeling overdressed.
And it's definitely a bunch of different stalls shouting out about their wares, sort of vibes. Some people walking around, some people slithering around. Those who are closer to the doors when the doors are opened kind of do look over curiously and stare. There is definitely a murmur that passes through. And you are left to explore this prehistoric city, if you will. I think you would definitely be able to note that there are similar symbols and carvings like sold in different areas of what you guys were shown of the gods. It looks like down here they never gave up the worship and prayer sort of vibes. But yes, you can explore to your heart's content.
I'm going to nudge Kari. Go on then. Get moving. You're our representative.
Hey, I'll just stick with you. You speak the language. We don't.
I don't understand all of them.
I mean, we can help fill in the gaps where we, can, but just like the map situation, guide us.
I don't know what. What do you want? Okay, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Yes.
You're not helping.
No, not at all. I mean, we're in a new town, new place. Let's explore
Okay.
everything.
Okay, then let's go explore.
Let's wander a bit.
Let's go wander.
Sights, sounds, people, food, places, things.
People. What are you gonna do with the people?
I don't know. They call me a froglet. Still kind of getting over that.
That's the thought. How big are the people here?
That's a good question.
It's a nice range. You have like let's that does help. You're looking at some of them are you got a range from around like 4 feet to like the Naga who are holding themselves at probably somewhere around like the 7-8 foot mark, but their bodies are longer. Some of them do like hold themselves lower down. Of course. And some of the more Dino lizardy folk those guys tend to be like the 6-7 foot range, height wise, but there are the more Kari-esque ones there's a good short group, if you will. There, what also of note is definitely froggy individuals. They are not quite like Tavish. They're a bit more bright in color. But though they, as you are all walking around and you're definitely catching glances, is what sort of things are y'all looking for?
As we go past stalls, I'm keeping an eye out, see what they're kind of things they're offering at the stalls.
Yeah, what do we really need? Like, do we need supplies or just hungry, staying for the night? What are we doing here?
I don't know.
Did they take
Wondering
money? What money did they take?
I don't know.
That's the kind of thing that's why I was looking at the stalls, see if there's any like kind of signage as to what the cost of things are.
Just stare at someone as they're making a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
God, Tavish is going hypnotoad.
Stares him down.
Poppyseed is furiously writing.
That's beautiful.
Make sure you're getting all the notes.
Poppyseed, your quill is going on. It's smoking.
Yes, but right. Kind of puts his book down a little bit.
As you're looking around the stalls, you would notice that some transactions are definitely like trade, goods for goods sort of vibes, but others are you can tell they do look different from your gold coins, but they are a gold coin.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the form of payment for those that aren't trading items. As far as stalls, there is cloth stalls, there are jewelry stalls, there's food. Stalls with you assume that they must be potions of some sort, or maybe elixirs or something. But there's this stall with bottles galore that have different color liquids in them. There is one larger tent that anytime anyone goes in or out of it, there is a smoke plume that just goes up. There is another larger tent that you guys come across that on the front of it, on both sides of like the door, the door flaps, if you will, are like images of frogs, and above the door flaps is a big old frog head.
Exclusive club for Tavish.
This is where he finds. This is where he
lily
finds. This is where he finds out his race down here. Bloody hookers.
Is he
We are
froggy
living the
enough
meaning of
for
Froggy
the froggy
style.
Club?
Tavish just going to spot the frog tent and just look back at the group and be like, you know, I have to do it.
Oh, see what it is, damn it.
All right, I'll be back. Keep me like at least 10 minutes or so.
Good luck.
If it's longer, we're not searching for you.
That's fine. I'll try and give you like a progress report. Come out in 5. If I'm not out in 10, I'm dead or boning something. Or both.
I'm gonna
Hopefully
be
the
heading
second and the
towards.
first.
I'm gonna be heading towards the tent with the smoke coming out of it.
Okay. Oh, night, Goober. Sleep well. Oh God.
Poppyseed's just watching everybody walk away.
Bye, buddy.
Everybody's leaving the adult.
Tavish.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
As you enter the froggy tent, there it goes from like incense in the air to like mossy damp smell.
Whoa.
And I've heard that it's almost like a little entrance area, and there is a individual about same size as you again, though colorations are different. They are more like a brighter blues and black splotches all over. And they give you a nod, and they go, "Hello, Brother Froglet. How can we help today?"
Okay, first of all, what the hell's a froglet?
Well, you and I.
No, I'm a grung. I just got here.
You look like a froglet.
I feel like I should take offense to it, but I don't know what it is because no one's told me yet.
Well, it is what we are. It is what we call our people.
Okay, so froglets are just frogs then. Little creatures like me.
No, come in. And the cat arm around the shoulder, all friendly like, and leads you further in.
God.
And it just gets more like mossy and damp. And they go, Mother Frog, all the way in the back. If you wish to speak with her at all, you may. And there is this the most curvy frog you have ever seen in your life. And also probably like 3 times your height. Sitting in the back in like a pond the area, half in the water, half out, kind of leaning on the side. And you point out to this side are the mud baths, great for moisture retention if you're having issues. The mud baths will really help with that. We've got the different levels of pools that you can see. It's all like the same waters. It's just some are less crowded than others. And then over to this side, we like to keep those flaps down. But past those flaps, that is the feeding grounds. We let loose some nice large crickets and moths, as well as we offer up some very, very nice those who like to eat those as well. We also have popcorn ants and a few other varieties of delicacies offered up through that way, of course. And again, some of them are just live and out and hopping or fluttering around or crawling around for you to catch and eat at your preference. Again, that's why the when you go through, make sure the flaps go down behind you so they don't get out here into the soaking grounds.
Tavish is just kind of like nodding along as they're describing the whole thing. It's like, all right, I'm starting to get the picture here. Okay, all right. Excuse me for a second. He's gonna walk out, look for the people, look for the group. Who's left?
Well, Chou is gone.
Kari's still there.
Kari's still there. Hans
Yeah.
is still there.
Yeah.
I don't think the turtles wandered off at all.
All right, I'm back. It's like
What is
a froggy spot. I don't know. Honestly, I asked questions about froglets. They said I was a froglet. I feel like I can get my answer anywhere else, and it's a lot of sexually charged energy in there, and I was not with it.
Okay.
I'll
So
tell you
moving
when you're
on.
older. It's fine.
Shut up.
That's her in the head. Let's go.
That is somehow surprising.
Too many frogs.
It's because he has a taste for dragons. Remember?
No, it's because I've had too many frogs in my life.
That's it.
Lived with them, grew up around them. I'm sick of frogs. Why do you think
Why
I
do you
left?
Why do you think he's going towards dragons now?
Absolutely. It's not a frog.
Still in the water, but not a frog.
Frog adjacent.
I don't think that works, but okay. Whatever floats your boat.
Chou, you make your way into a smoke lounge. As you enter, you can see that there are in this bigger tent, there are some private areas that are closed off, others that are definitely like sectioned off areas, but they're not closed.
Mm-hmm.
Relaxing on pillows and sharing a hookah. Some of them they've got I mean, who knows? You can assume that you know, but some sort of things rolled up and lit and being smoked and passed around. You see varying varieties of things.
Mhm.
And as you walk in, there is a scaly individual. He kind of looks you up and down and goes, "Well, aren't you different?
What
What
is he?
happened?"
Is he speaking in Draconic?
This is yes, this is Draconic.
Mhm.
And they go, is that contagious? Pointing to your fur.
No, where I'm from, this is the normal. I'm not from around here. I've travelled far to get here.
Can't say has ever seen anything like you before. Though I do serve all. What might I help you with?
Well, I saw that this is a place of those who enjoy the smoking of various things, and I so happen to have some stuff on me that could be quite lucrative for you.
Oh?
I'm going to reach into my backpack and pull out those the devil's lettuce, as you called it, the herb.
That you had stolen from the
Yep. Yep. Plant pots and all. Plant pots and all, so they're still alive. I have these. They're from a far place. Guaranteed no one else here will have this type. And I'm looking to exchange it. Either for information, money, you know. I'm looking to make a good deal.
You pull them out, an eyebrow does go up. And before answering, like they definitely examine the what you pull out, the plants and everything, and they go, well, I mean, I definitely know what it is, but you are right in not having seen this. Smells different too.
This one is from where I'm from. It's in some areas it's quite common. In other areas it's not as common. And down here, I doubt there'll be anyone else with it. But basically, you take the leaves, you dry them, and then smoke the dried leaves, and it provides a mild, euphoric feeling.
Oh yes, we do. Again, it looks very similar to things that we have.
But as I'm sure you're aware, different ones produce different
effects, different feels. Some cloud the mind, some clear the mind, some make the body tingle.
And if you're the only one with this type down here, especially living, or they're still live plants, and can be grown from it. You'd be the only source of this one.
That does definitely intrigue.
And if it's not these that you're interested in, then pull out the other little collection I have of the, in inverted commas, magic mushrooms that I got from there as well. These have more of a kick to them than the plants. These will make you see sounds, taste colors, hear shapes.
Oh yes, we do also have varieties of those, though most just tend to find the right type of froglet and lick them for that sort of thing.
Yes, we have froglets, you say? Where I'm from, there are froglets around there, although they tend not to like being licked where I'm from. Obviously,
Shame.
different place, so different customs. I'm not one to judge. I'm just thinking, on my journeys of all the different places, expanding my knowledge and looking to help my church back home. I'm a man of the cloth, and I'm currently trying to raise some funds to help look after the orphanage back home.
Well, good luck with that. As far as with these items, both the plants and the mushrooms do pose interest.
Mm-hmm.
Though, what information are you looking for?
How to word this without raising suspicions? Me and my friends were currently on a journey to find knowledge of our old gods, and potentially we've been led to believe that there may be information down here of the old gods. So any information you could provide that could point us in the right direction, so we can enlighten ourselves and learn more and become closer in our knowledge to them and worship them correctly, would be fantastic. Any locations that would be good for us to go and reflect and meditate?
There's a slight moment of not necessarily confusion, but trying to piece things together in the right way sort of pause.
Mm-hmm.
Before you wouldn't happen to mean the gods that have been ignoring all prayer,
Mm-hmm.
do you?
Yes, we're trying to figure out what happened to them, so we can at least understand why they no longer listen to us.
many here still should we say run on the side of caution. Why anger a god by not still praying to it occasionally,
Mhm.
even if it doesn't answer, just in case it is listening.
Mhm.
Um, though, as time has gone on, it's more just old tradition to help soothe the mind, less actual worship.
Mhm. A bit of belief can go a long way in helping calm and soothe frayed nerves, stressed mind. But this is why we're searching, is to figure out why they've chosen to ignore us. Or if that isn't even the case, that they've chosen, it could be stopping them. But the more we know, then we spread the word to why, so then people can understand to what's going on.
We do have some books and scrolls on them in the library. There's look at the plants and the mushrooms and on a table near them, kind of put them down next to them, like kind of in a these are gonna be mine gesture sort of vibes. And before leaning in and going, there are quite a few forbidden passageways that if I were you, I would look into going in them.
How would I find these passageways?
Because, well, I've only heard rumors, but I know that one of them. Oh, someone's cooking. I hear the fire alarm going off.
It's done.
It's well done.
Basically, anytime the oven's turned on,
one of
the
those.
beeping begins. Shit, what was it? Oh, it was the halls that wind, that have the rooms for the guests. Supposedly, the last hall of rooms, one of them has a secret passage in it. The trick is, though, the doors in that hall, rooms filled or not, basically all of the cloth dividers are down. It is against the rules to go into others' rooms uninvited, and if you are caught peeking, you can be kicked out.
Hmm. And I take it is to stop people going in, finding their way through to these forbidden passageways while all the rooms are closed off.
Supposedly, down one of the forbidden hallways, it leads to ancient technologies not of this world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if those can help you or not, or they tie into anything, but it's always useful knowledge.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely steps closer to than where we were before. And for that, I thank you very much.
As while you're here, did you wish to partake in anything?
Yes. Do you just like normal tobacco, as it were. His little pipe that he's got. I much prefer this, but I would like to try something similar of your own, if that is possible at all.
There's a. She looks over and head checks over what you're showing of yours, and says, yes, something that has a nice flavor and breadth, but nothing that alters the state.
No.
We have a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
Something light, something robust. We also have more floral and some that are a bit to the taste as you exhale.
Sorry, you cut out that last bit. What to the taste?
Citrusy.
Oh, I've not tried a citrusy one. If possible, I would like to give that a go, please.
Nods and walking over to and leading you over to an area. She gestures you to you pick one of the open seats before she goes into an area. It comes back with a small tray that not only has the leaf for you, but also has a teapot and cup. And she goes, as customary, we always offer some tea to our guests as well.
Thank
She
you very
places
much.
that with you.
I'm going to thank him graciously, and then offer, as a thank you, and as some nice manners, offer them to join me in tea and a smoke.
They kind of eye the front area a little bit, then nod, positioning themselves so they can still fully see the entrance.
Yeah.
The rest of the group. However, what is the rest of the gang doing? We've got Kari, the Haunts, the Turtles, and the Froglet.
I'm just vibing.
I want to see what kind of weapons they have.
You want to see what?
What kind of weapons they have?
What kind of weapons? That's
Yeah.
You find a lot of kind of like blow darts and bow and arrow sort of things, and a lot of things like longer weapons to like keep your opponent farther away from you sort of vibes. There are some oh, I can't remember what they're called. Kind of like daggers on chains. I can't
Rope
think
darts?
of the term. But it looks pretty when people fling them around and throw them out at things.
Do you mean a meteor hammer?
Yeah, those usually have daggers or they have a metal ball at the end of it. Oh,
Not quite. This is okay. Yeah, no, I'm seeing some other ones that are closer to. Yeah. Yeah, more along the looks of like the Chinese meteor hammer. But with spiky daggers and such on the end.
those look cool, but I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself more than anything with them. I have shiny claws.
Much shiny.
Wait, do I still have that rock?
Yeah, you put it in your pocket.
Hey, Tavish,
Hey.
should I sell this? I don't even. This is what gives me my shiny claws.
It's what gave you the shiny clothes?
Yeah.
I mean, alternatively, keep the shiny rook and then use it to make other things shiny, and then sell those things. Infinite gold glitch.
Ooh. True.
Here, he has a bunch of javelins. He's gonna pull out a couple of javelins and just like, we'll do these and we'll sell these.
She is gonna put Shiny Rock against them.
You make.
Why
Are
you scanning
you
them?
like? Are you doing the like the pointy tips, or are
Yeah.
you like booping this? Okay.
A shiny tip.
Yeah. So you now have shiny tip javelins. Very pretty.
So, now that we've done this, did we ever figure out what the shiny stuff actually like does, or are we just making up some bullshit and hoping for the best?
It just hurts more.
You know, on a weapon, it's a good thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go sell the shite out of these.
Okay. See what they say. This is another Befrijasos thing, I swear.
I mean, this isn't a scam. These actually work more.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We can both sell it. You're a family member and I'm a froglet, so I'm familiar and you're familiar.
Win-win.
And Poppyseed,
Yes?
eye candy.
What?
Hansio.
Eye candy, rock candy, whatever you want to say. Just sit there and look pretty.
For
You need to bet your eyelashes.
I am more than just something nice to look at, you know.
That's true, but look at all the looks you got when you first walked in.
I'm pretty sure that was just confusion.
Well, we can use it to our advantage.
Yeah, they really thought something was wrong with you because you don't have scales.
To be
And they've asked if you're
belittled.
contagious. Oh, excuse?
I said, oh, to be belittled.
Should we take offense to that? I feel like we should take offense to that.
We should take offense to that.
Alright, we're taking offense to that.
Do you know what the word belittle means?
All I know is there was little in there and I'm not for it. Me
Only
checking
me-
this intelligence score real quick.
Only Tavish and I can use that term.
That's our term.
Yep.
Fine, you can have the term belittled. Do you want it as a title?
Belittled froglet.
I don't feel good about that. That does not fill me with joy.
She said it, not me.
She's my size, I can beat her up.
Bring it, frog legs. You start a fight, you're gonna get kicked out.
Oh, that's rude.
As as you all are having this conversation, a Dino folk of a more more spiky variety. Where is kind of with more more spines down the back, sort of. I think Stegosaurus-y vibes is what I'm thinking of. No, those are the ones with the plates. What's the ones that's more?
Ankylosaurus.
There's one that looks like a stego, but they have the spikes and stuff.
Kentrosaurus.
Cause they're tight.
Thank you.
Yeah, more the longer, spiky, down the back and top of tail sort of vibes. And in Draconic, though doesn't understand. It's it comes up and goes, you must be one that is also misunderstood from the rest of the bunch.
Does he say that too?
To Poppyseed. And it kind of walks up to like the side of like kind of coming up the path kind of behind you guys, but then walks like up the side and then kind of faces Poppyseed after eyeing the rest of you and saying how like Kari and Tavish are more so bickering.
Poppyseed like looks to Kari and then back to the dinosaur, then like furrows his brow. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
He will tell the guy that yeah, he doesn't understand you.
There is it's just a okay. It looks to Kari as what languages does this interesting individual speak?
Abby, what language is he talk?
I speak Common and Dwarvish and Elvish, Primordial and Sylvan.
She will repeat in Draconic.
Yeah. In Primordial, is sorry for assuming. Down here, the standard language is Draconic. I understand other temples are centered around other languages, but here it's Draconic being what we mostly are. I assumed their bickering would be a bit droll for you, so was attempting to offer better conversation to a interesting looking individual.
Oh, uh, of course. What would you like to discuss?
More so interested in your lineage, I guess one would say. You look like anything I've ever seen visit here. You do look like something I've seen in books, but not in person. What was it called?
Centaur, perhaps?
No, this he kind of gestures to your horse half.
Ah, horse.
Horse. That's it. Yes, I've read about them before. I've never seen one. You said centaur. Is that like?
That is.
I assume that's what you.
Yes, that
Kinda...
is. That is what I am. That is my race. Yes.
Pardon the bluntness, but does that mean one of your parents is a horse and one of your parents is whatever this other part of you is called?
No. Both of my parents are centaurs as well. As far as I know, that's just how we've evolved into.
Huh. Interesting.
I suppose I could ask you the same question, as I've seen other animals like yourself, but not as civilized and humanoid as you.
Yes, well, we ourselves are quite diverse in looks now, but we weren't before. Some of us are also a little more there's a polite way to put it. I guess there isn't. Some of us are more hostile than others due to finding and having relations with those that you probably, I assume you're speaking of the reptiles outside the temple.
Yes.
Some of us do regularly speak to them, and some families are part of their families, and how we got a little more diversity in our looks. Others, it was well, it's I doubt all of your kind all have the same color hair or fluff as you do.
No. There's many browns and blacks and whites, some speckled with gray.
We have that diversity in our scales and in our um, spikes and horns, and some of us, though I think it's a tragedy, lack tails.
Looks back at his own braided tail.
Yes, but our is what is the gosh, it hasn't been taught. Certain things that were taught when we're very little that never really talk about again when we're older. It's just a kind of assumed thing that you remember, I guess. Um, Back in our history, there was a divide. There was a great divide, and then there was a minor divide. That led to well, there's a few well, there's two areas that aren't. I mean, they're taught about, but they're not taught about ancestrally wise. That they wish to kick to the side, anyways. Sort of like stains on the family line, if you will.
Ah, I see.
If you're ever looking for a place of knowledge or a place of worship, the Temple to the Gods is right next door to the library. I happen to be the one to keep the temple clean. Make sure there's always incense going, that sort of thing. Just happened to spot you while out running some errands. And couldn't help but stop.
Well, it was a good conversation, so I'm glad you stopped. Thank you.
It gives a little nod. And to Kari, she goes, in Draconic, she goes, if the froglet's bothering you, you know you can tell it to go back home. And points to the frog tent.
This is a primordial, right?
No, that one was back in Draconic to Kari because Kari had initially responded in the Draconic.
Tavish is gonna squint.
We're actually in a group together. He's not from here either. We're kind of from a different place.
Oh, I just assumed he was sick and that's why he lost his color. If there is something wrong with him, though, the mud in there does have some very good healing properties. I mean, unless he's just normally more dull than the rest of them.
He's more like that so he can blend in. It's different up there.
Unfortunate.
I know, right?
Down here, the bright colors are the ones you want to stay away from. Things that are dull are the things that can easily get taken out.
That's where he gets them because he's not that easy to take out. He hits hard. I don't see it.
Yes. All right then. Well, like I told to your friend, if you ever need a spot of worship, the temple side, keeping it stocked and clean.
Okay, thank you.
And she gives a bit of a nod and begins heading off.
Moment she's out of earshot. She thought you were sick.
I mean, she's not wrong. I'm sick of this fucking place already.
Why? Why
It's
don't you like this place?
the frogs, obviously.
I have been misnamed many times now. I am not a froglet.
Well, I mean, they're being nice because they're using a term that they use on their own.
She thought I was sick.
Yes, because look at the other people the other frogs that are around here.
We are definitely not like the other people around here. Immediately like points at Poppyseed.
I know. That's why I told her that where we're from, it's easier for you to camouflage. It's better to blend in where we're from than to stand out.
While you're making sense, I'm gonna grumble about it.
Go ahead and grumble, Froglet.
Kari?
Mm.
I was told that there was a library.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're losing the nerd.
yeah, there he goes.
Bye.
Didn't even bother to try and bargain with his ass later.
Well, okay.
Why did I picture him having the tippy tappy of hooves though?
Yep.
Have fun. Be safe.
I will probably be safer than you.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
I don't plan on doing anything that you would.
Chicken.
Most namely, number one, I'm going to a library.
Hey, libraries are great for taking naps in.
You should check if they have more books there.
Mhm.
Kind of like the whole. If she doesn't have eyebrows, the whole eyebrow waggle.
Tavish doesn't catch on. He's just like, it's a library. There's books there. Stupid.
I don't know. The Poppyseed walks away.
We're good at this.
You think they have more dinosaur romance ones here?
You know, I mean, just looks around at everybody. I'm gonna say yes.
Can you imagine having a centaur romance one here? Like a dinosaur, one of the locals here writing about a centaur.
I don't know if they know what a centaur is. Everyone here has scales of some kind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Scales or slime. Okay.
Oh,
Do you think there are any frog romances?
probably.
That's good news for me.
A loud splashing of pond.
Looking to make a splash in someone's pond, that's for certain.
Yep.
Where'd Chou go?
I think he went over there. Points at where the smoke lounge is.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
I think I'm just coming out of there now, aren't I, Creven?
Yeah, you'd probably be coming out right about now.
Oh, there he is.
That's where he is.
Waves.
Head across. Smile on my face.
Pondscum, Show back.
Did you trade him in for burgers? Or to become burgers?
No, the nerd found out there's a library.
Ah. There'll be information in the library. Might help us with the other information I found out.
Uh-oh. What'd you find out?
It's not something we can discuss out in public.
Oh, I like that information. That's the best kind of information.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fun kind.
Mm-hmm. It's the fun kind that if we get caught during the process, we could be in a lot of trouble. Needs to say, I think I know a way to find what we're looking for. Information on what we're looking for.
See, but if we try to sneak around, I feel like it's going to be like what happened before.
I mean, we could send you to sneak and just not have us do it.
Yeah, no, you have really loud feet.
Hey,
I wasn't trying, to be honest.
You just jingle when you walk.
I wasn't expecting us to have to be stealthy. I thought we were just having a look around. If I'd have known, I would have held the plates in place.
That's a lot of plates to hold, my guy.
Yep. Jingle, 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 jingle.
It's really easy. I just breathe out and let it stretch.
I've never heard of mental stretching, but
No, but
you might be the
holding.
first.
I'm just going to breathe out and let the armor become really tight against the body, so it just stops it rattling.
That can't be good for you.
It's not the comfiest, but it stops it rattling.
It's gonna stop rattling for like a minute, and you're just gonna hear a really loud thud because he's gonna be oxygen.
Either that, or you just, or the stealth's ruined by a sudden.
Hey, Chou, how you doing? Just a thud.
But I think we need to find rooms in the guest area that they were telling us about.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try and direct them towards the rooms that are closest to where I was given the information for.
Do you have to pay for these, or what's going on here?
That's not something I found out.
I will sooner weasel my way to someone else's bed before I pay for my own.
You're not really cuddly though.
Could be. In this place, never know.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Lots.
Chou? Not Chou. Tavish, don't go into the smoke lounge unless you want to get some strange offers, by the way.
Elaborate.
As they call grung around here, froglets, they're generally used, or in the smoke area, they're used you're used as a hallucinogen. People pay the owner of the smoke place to lick your kind.
I knew they only wanted me for my body.
Unfortunately, not in the way that you want.
I know, not even the fun kind.
No. Well, it's fun for them.
Hey. If I get paid, maybe.
I don't know how it works. I just know that they have a tendency to lick grungs around here.
Ew.
First froglets, now I have to be licked. This is the worst society.
I'm just giving you the heads up if people start taking an interest in you because you look quite distinctly different to the rest of the grungs around here.
You saying that maybe I have a different taste?
Yeah, but I think that you would be the rotten one and send them on a bad trip.
I hope so. Fuck them. Don't lick me without my permission.
What if it's a hot dino lady?
I said without my permission. She might have my permission. You never know.
Yeah, I forgot with you. If it moves. Yeah, I'm just going to back up against the wall.
You moved.
Don't make me fucking smite you.
Oh, God.
Too much bamboo for my taste. No worries.
Too much slime for my tastes. Takes forever to get out the fur.
See, this is why you stick with those who have scales. No issues.
This conversation has gotten weird.
Right, should we go find rooms?
Yep.
And find out, do we have to pay or anything like that for them as well? Do we have to pay for the rooms, Groven?
You were in. You just have to find a room.
The ones, yeah.
That's open.
So following the rough directions I was given, try and find rooms closest to that area.
Or he's just following along and people watching.
Tavish is gonna see if anyone gives him a strange look,
Oh.
and then mean mug him as he walks by. Squint at him.
Uh-huh. What are you gonna do with the cute ones?
Wink at him. I'm sorry, did you expect something else?
Not at all.
Good.
Of course not.
Does we find rooms
Yeah, you guys find rooms.
close to where we were wanting?
You would find some reasonably close.
Once we have rooms and we are generally away from people, I will explain to those that are there what I found out in the smoke tent. Basically, there's a corridor where the curtains are all down, whether the rooms are taken or not, because there's a passageway to there's a door to forbidden passageways, which lead to a room technology that is not of this world's making.
Oh.
So those rooms, by the sounds of it, are permanently kept closed, as it were, to stop people going there. I brought us down this end because it's closer to where those rooms are. Similarly, one of the rooms has a doorway through to those passageways. I don't know which one. No one really. Well, the person I was speaking to didn't have that information. But here, they know of the gods from above. They know that they're not answering prayers, but they still offer prayers just in case, kind of thing. It's more of a courtesy than an actual belief now. So, make of that what you will. But, yeah. I think your idea of one being under here might be accurate.
Sounding a lot more like it, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, shit. No break for us.
No, I'm not exactly built for stealth. I'm quite noticeable.
Yeah, you all kind of stand out.
Whereas you, Kari, don't stand out.
But I don't want to get kicked out of here.
Pat, 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 pat.
I mean, we won't if you're good at what you do.
Shut up.
Just don't get caught. Or if you do, run. And run fast. Exactly.
Nobody has this. There's a way I could do this. Help me do it better.
I mean, while you're looking, if anyone catches you, well, don't go peeking into the rooms, get caught peeking into rooms, but if you're walking down the corridor and someone says something, just say, you're new here and you're lost. You took a wrong turn and you're trying to find your way back. There's a good chance, you'll just be told, piss off, it's that way, and don't come down here again.
Oh. And there's also where I could end up in big trouble.
Not on
And
your
I don't
first
know.
day.
Well, I'm assuming, look around. Did you say Poppyseed was going to the library or not?
He went to the library.
He done did left.
Supposedly there's information on the gods and the likes in the library. Maybe you'll find information where the entrance or the passageway is. So that would make things easier to find where we have to go.
I mean, we have to read.
No, we'll leave that to the nerd.
Good.
Good. We're allergic to reading.
Absolutely.
It's surprising how many people here actually speak Common or a variation of it. Seems some things. Maybe the Common language was something that was spoken before. You know, they came down here and your lot went up there.
I don't know. Most of the things I learned about this place was only in like fairy tale or in stories and stuff. I don't know if I never knew if they were true or not. I only paid half attention.
Bad student.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a bad student. There were bedtime stories.
Bad bedtime story listener too.
Well, just think, when you go back now to your home, you could tell them you've been here and you met them.
True. So I wanted to get something from that way I can have proof.
I mean, they had like jewelry and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Could grab a trinket or something.
Yeah. Do that. Give me an excuse to people watch some more.
That's true.
So weird.
Although for the moment, I think we wait on the nerd, rest up, keep on having a look around, and see what other information we can gather. As an idea.
I can wait outside if you two want to show up.
I don't need to buy anything.
See, but if you get separated from us, they're going to think that you got lost from the tent, and they're going to take you back to the tent.
I will put up a fight. I will struggle. And I will kick and scream.
Do I need to give you like a whistle or something?
Nope, just gonna scream loud as I can.
So what you're saying is all we'll hear is a very loud
Definitely hear something.
ribbit.
One very angry frog.
So what do you want to do? Time of day is it, by the way, Croven?
Can we even tell what time of day it is?
Underground time.
Underground time. So the amount of time you've spent awake since being woken up. It's more probably mid-afternoon.
You mean we missed lunch?
I don't know.
Too busy schmunking.
Mm-hmm. I need food. I'm hungry.
Let's go get food.
Mm-hmm. No, might hear or find something else out.
Please don't give him bamboo. We don't need him fumigating this entire place.
Nope, we're on good terms. Let's leave it that way.
What? You don't want him doing the toot flute?
Nope. No bamboo toot flute.
No bardic performances from him.
I won't have bamboo if you two don't try and find a bank.
Wasn't going to.
Technically, that was Beverly Jesus and not me, but alright. If you want to play semantics, then sure.
Let's go get food.
Hey. Lead the way, Kari.
Oh, curry sounds good.
That just sounds weird and wrong, and I'm not going to discuss that. Anyways, leaving.
Go to food hall.
Food time.
Alright. What's that? Hans.
Clip clop.
You make your way to the library.
I'm unsupervised.
You are unsupervised, and that is a dangerous state for you to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
As you find your way, there are a few more that kind of look at you in a kind of half confused sort of sense. What is this? Rock, rock, furry, hunts thing. There are no scales. What is this thing? This is creature sort of vibes. And you, there it is. You make your way to the library, and you hear oh, my phone is going off for some reason. Where is it? Behind the boxes. You happen to hear a couple people talking.
Do I understand them is the question.
You do. It is it's definitely talking about a book, basically. It's definitely two people that have read the same book, kind of talking about it. You're walking in on book club, so to speak. It's they're talking about a fantasy book where there's a world where the sky has no end. And there are these creatures similar to dinosaurs, but that with wings, but they fly and breathe fire, and they're talking about it like it's just absolute nonsense. Like that is hilarious. Something that flies and breathes fire. That's bullshit. Like that is shenanigery. But it's beautiful work of writing. Yeah, sort of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what you hear.
Pile of
Yeah,
horseshit.
yeah. I'm just gonna let that go. Cause like technically, haven't we not seen like actual dragons either?
You've seen the statues and met the
Right.
souls.
Right.
But yeah, you haven't like ever
Yeah. Poppyseed's just leaving that alone. Like, that's nice. Book conversation. I won't interrupt.
as you enter and begin looking around, clip clopping around, there is you notice it is organized by like there is an area where it's like books. There is an area that is scrolls. There is an area that is like um old um old papers, or old notebooks, things like that. But those are kind of locked away. Or not locked away, but locked behind um kind of like glass cabinetry sort of vibes, sort of thing.
Ah.
It's and then ends up stopping, and you hear some movement as one of the two calls out and goes, um, unless you're just perusing, there's a little bit more shuffling, the sounds of a book being put away, sort of vibes. And
Oh.
more of a lime green and red pattern. to her um shows up in your view, and she goes, "Oh, wait, you're different." She looks you over and goes, "You're not. Those are claws. They're hooves. And you're soft."
Sort of. I'm in a transitional period.
Oh, is this what happens to you before a shed? Are you...
Oh, no. I'm just merely, adapting to a new condition.
What can I help you with?
Well, I was hoping to find something in the realm of the world's, ancient religions.
Ancient as in the creators? Or ancient as in stories about the gods when they were young?
Yes. Both if possible.
Oh, certainly. How much time do you have for reading? I don't know you, so I don't want you to take books out.
Oh, completely.
But you can read them while you're here.
Completely understandable. I mean, I'm sure I could come back later. If I have to go today. I am quite a fast reader, so I don't think it would take me too terribly long to read.
Well, okay, so, I'm, Naza, by the way, and, she kind of looks around and goes, Anayo, could you help me pull out a few books? And, you hear certainly, just tell me what you need and I'll pull them down. And, because if through the center and back that way is the reading nook. There's a few different, well, uh, there's a few different size cushions that I you would I assume you would find comfortable, since I mean Anayil likes them, so you probably would. You're a similar build.
Oh, good.
And there's desks in the area too, so we can kind of set the books up back there.
All right. Thank you. And my name is Poppyseed, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Poppyseed. What temple or province or area are you from?
Teagith?
Teagith. I don't know if that rings a bell or not. It kind of does, like I might have read it somewhere. Have to look up things again. Well, I hope you had safe travels.
Relatively.
I'm gonna pull out a few books. And she slithers off. As you end up going to the area that she pointed out, there are actually a few like larger tribes. And then there are also some standard like chairs. And like a regular couch too. And a couple like nightstands and desks, just like comfy sitting and reading area, plus like some sitting and studying area vibes. And as you're kind of looking around to get comfortable, a scaled with like kind of pink accents. Horns, 4 legs, and a tail, coming around a corner, puts down a couple books, and puts down a couple books, looks up, goes to like turn around to go find more books, and stops and turns back around to like actually look at you. And just goes, "Are you all right?" Their actual image is now in NPCs for Naza and Anagil.
Yes. Also, god damn it.
It's just you. Is there something wrong with your scale?
No, I merely don't have them.
I sound really rude then, probably.
You're... No, at least you had the common courtesy to say something to me instead of just giving strange looks.
Yeah, we don't get many. I mean, you've probably noticed we're all of a certain type here. I mean, there's quite a bit of variety amongst us, but it's all kind of also a bit the same. You're definitely not something I've ever. You kind of look like she stops and thinks, and it's definitely like a kid's fantasy book. And opens a couple pages, and it's like, yes, this is where I saw it. And you realize it's like a fantasy alphabet book, and it has C as for Centaur.
Ah, another book I'm in.
Oh my god.
It just had like generic Centaur look sort of vibes.
Right.
It's just like, look at that. I wouldn't have. Just happened to luck on reading that a few days to the kids that came through. It was quite the ruckus. You're lucky you missed that, actually.
I can only imagine.
But with that, I see what time it is. So we shall end there and start next section with how the rest of the wonky crew is doing and finding things.
Mhm.
Since it is time to end session
It is.
and get the rest of those who it is holy shit o'clock into their night.
Mhm.
To do the horizontal.
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to be having a smoke and then going to do that as it is 6:05.
Woo.
Say good night.
Good
Paint
night.
it. Oh wait. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.